Palma.
Hey, Jay!
Hey.
Listen, I am here baking, okay? Listen, it is crazy over here.
Wait, let me put on my do not disturb. Okay. Bam. Palma.
Hey, sweetie!
What's going on?
Just trying to live my best life, baby.
Okay, so y'all, we live, and I'm doing this with Palma, and it's big because Palma is the owner, the CEO, the baker of Miracles and Blessings Cakes, where God is in the cake making business.
Yes, he is. He's all in it. Okay.
Yes, and she is the Real Cakes of Atlanta and one of my new show sponsors. Come on, Palma. So
Hey,
today,
Q. Hey, Chef. How you guys doing? I got 2 people on here tonight.
they ready. And
They're ready. They're ready.
It's going to be on YouTube too because she's going to sponsor my channel. But the taste of the cakes is what we get into today. I'm going to interview Palma. I'm going to ask her some questions. We're going to let y'all know about real quality baking. And
Yes.
I got my package, baby.
He got his cakes. He got his cakes.
I got my cakes from my sponsor, Palma. The mailman knocked on my door and was like, what you order? Because he's used to me ordering like records and he'll just put the records on the door. I said, it's from my sponsor, it's cakes, and he wanted some Palma, but I was like, no. I told him the website, he can go to Beijing1041.myshopify.com. That's where they can go and order. So
right.
We're about to do this tasting. I'm about to ask you these questions, and then you're going to give me some thoughts because Palma, to me, we connected over an interview that I did with her.
Instantly, okay? Instantly. We like, it was like we knew each other.
Like we long lost cousins, baby.
Won't he do it?
Yes. So we're going to get into that. And Palma, to me, is a person. I like somebody that can tell it like it is. That's themselves. And we're going to get into that. Her love of cakes, her history, some important things y'all should know. So Let me start off before we do our tasting and ask you, when did your love of baking start?
My love for baking has been from the time I was a teenager because, like, originally, I'm from Barbados. If people hear my accent, certain words, you'll hear accent. I'm from Barbados, so I always saw my grandmother, my real grandmother, baking, and she never would weigh anything, but the cakes would always come out perfect. And we didn't have a mixer like your KitchenAid mixer. None of that stuff existed in my household. So my grandmother will always, like, she would use her hand or something that we call like a cuckoo stick. It's like a paddle. And she would cream the cakes. So that always amazed me. And then we had home economics at secondary school, which would be like high school here. And I would see how they would make cakes, and it became like a science because at school they had the weights, they had the scales, they had, all these different equipments that I didn't have at home. So then I also learned how to use them. And I've always been mesmerized by how cakes are being built, like wedding cakes and different types of cakes. So my love for baking has been years and years and years. And then I went to school for baking. So it's my passion. It's really in my DNA. It's a part of me. I love baking.
Now, you said you also went to school. Tell us your background, because you cooked for like people, famous people. You studied it. Where did you go for learning about cakes?
I went to the Art Institute of New York. Hey everybody, hey everybody. I went to the Art Institute of New York. I graduated in 2003. And since then I have been baking. My first job, straight out of culinary school, was at John George's, he's a famous big chef. He has some big long name, but they shorten it to John George. And he had a restaurant called V Steakhouse in the Time Warner building opposite Trump Towers. So John George's, his main restaurant is in Trump Towers. It's right across the street. So straight out of the gate, like a horse, I was straight out of the gate, thrown into a pastry kitchen. You have this much space to work on. And any kitchen, any restaurant, you have no idea what goes on back there. Like, each person that's working really has this much space. And White Plains, upstate New York, and it's called White Plains. So I met T.D. Jakes. I know now he's like the big thing going on, but I met him personally, and he's really a nice man from what I met back then. And I met Vanessa Williams. I actually have pictures of both of them. I made her, it was her birthday when she came in, and I made her birthday desserts for her. And she was like, oh my God, this is so nice. Because I people think that I don't like to call them stars, because stars are in the sky. Yeah. You know, like, you're not a star. You're not in the sky. You're just a person that is more popular than other people. So she wasn't like standoffish or anything. Like, she hugged me. She talked to me. We had a real conversation. And she was like, she signed my menu, because at that time I was a pastry chef at that restaurant. She signed my menu, and I still have it to this day. And just constantly, for me, it's just constantly learning, constantly sharing what I know with other people that are now coming into the industry. Like, if I can help or in any way, shape, or form to, you know, share my knowledge, because knowledge isn't meant to be for you only. Knowledge is meant for you to be shared. So I share my knowledge with anybody. But my cakes speak for themselves. Okay? They speak for themselves.
So let's get into it, and I can get into the other questions. And I'm about to see what Palma sent me, because I haven't opened it. I got my little cutter.
He got it today, people. He got fresh cakes from Merkles and Blessing Cake Company. Everything is made by me. Literally everything is made by me. Right now, I'm baking rolls. I have a big order for rolls that's going out tomorrow for Georgia. So I'm making 100 dinner rolls, individual, and I'm making a whole bunch of cookies for tomorrow. So that's why you see me when I'm baking. I always have, like, my head is covered, because I'm always in that sanitary zone where I have to protect my customers, right? So I have my head is covered. Oh, let's see what you got.
Okay, so you sent a personal card too. It's a personal touch.
Everybody that orders from me, I always send them a personal thank you card showing them my appreciation. I take the time and I write. It's not tight. And my writing hand is not the best, but it is personal.
It's good. Ah. Ah. It's sweet, y'all. Palma is sweet. It's sweet. I like the personal touch because a lot of companies don't do that. Yes. So it's something personal she wrote to me. Thank you. I love you, Palma.
I love you back, baby.
Okay, so we gonna get into the cake. And it's packed really good. Now, this is something that's important to you. Quality ingredients, packing. You ship your cakes on certain days, so you're really particular about things like that, and a lot of people aren't. Tell them why you ship your cakes on certain days and have like a time limit.
I ship my cakes on Mondays and Wednesdays. Monday, you will get it Wednesday. Mm-hmm. Wednesday, you will get it Friday. The reason why I ship on those days is because you will get your item in the week. I don't ship anything after Wednesday because it will sit in the UPS fulfillment center until Monday morning. So that's time that your cake is just basically sitting there in a fulfillment center. Most likely it's not refrigerated, where your cake would just be refrigerated until it goes on the truck, because most of these trucks aren't refrigerated. So the more the cakes are moving, the better. And then you won't get a moldy cake, because I don't do mold.
Oh, I got icing.
And those are all mini bundt cakes. So every cake that's basically on the website can be made into a mini bundt cake, because I've had people ask me about mini bunts. So when I make mini bunts, I always post a picture of it that they can see, because you might not want a whole cake. Yeah. But the mini bunts come in 4, 8, and 12 packs. I don't sell one because I have to mix that batter, and that batter is going to give me more than one. And then I can't reuse the other batter because I don't make cakes and freeze them, or I don't make cakes and put them in the cooler. Everything is made to order. Everything is made to order.
And I got cookies too.
Cookies!
Okay, Palma, so which one should I start with? I got the peach cobbler, the limoncello, the chocolate straw. Did I say it right? Chocolate straw?
Chocolate stout.
Stout. So which one should I start with? The chocolate? Can I start with the chocolate?
You could do the chocolate because I think you have 2 of those.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So you only need to really warm them up. I'm a person that likes my dessert. I can't eat cold cake. And I think that it's a preference anyway. To me, if it doesn't have icing on it, you can nuke it for like 5 to 10 seconds just to give it that. You can wake up the taste. Okay?
It smells fresh and it's moist. I feel the moistness. So I'm going to heat it up for 5 seconds. So we're going to put it in here.
And then when
it was packed with the ice packs too. So you make sure everything is on the up and up.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so I'm about to do the tasting.
Go ahead, baby.
I'm about to now, let me do like the wine, how they smell the aroma. I smell. It's moist. It's fluffy. I taste the chocolate, but it's not overpowering. You know how some people have too much chocolate?
Yeah, and I don't use cheap ingredients when it comes to my product. I do not use cheap ingredients. Okay, so when I buy cocoa powder to put into my chocolate cake, it is gourmet chocolate powder. It is not cheap powder because the cheap cocoa is not going to really give you that taste that you're looking for in a cake. So when it comes to cakes, you don't really want to use the cheapest ingredients.
Now, what I like about this too, like a lot of times I like chocolate and I like chocolate cake. But sometimes people, when they do chocolate cake, it's not a real chocolate flavor, so they need the icing. I don't really need icing with it.
You don't.
But it's light and it's moist and it makes me want to move like Patty LaBelle when she's clapping her hands. So
I wish you could show them your plate.
I'm gonna give this a 10. Now I've eaten half of it. I'm gonna eat the rest later because I need to still save room. And she sent me 2. But let me show y'all the packing. Like, it was secure. She even taped it down, but it was secure. And then she still wrapped it in the wrapper. Yes. So it was safely sealed.
Yes, to me it's like safety first, right? Mm-hmm. Because you're dealing with food. You're not dealing with a book. You're not dealing with a toy. You're not dealing with a piece of metal. You know, you're dealing with food. So when it comes to food, you want to make sure that that cake or whatever food you're ordering is secure in the package. It's not coming in contact with the outside of the box. There's nothing on the outside of the box that should be touching your cake. That limoncello, baby, let me tell you something, okay? That limoncello, I make the limoncello from scratch. Actually, let me get the bottle and I'll show you that. So, I make my own limoncello, and limoncello is an Italian liqueur that they serve after dinner as something sweet. So this is all lemon. This is all limoncello, and it has to stay in this bottle for 30 days. Because the vodka extracts the lemon flavor out of the lemons, and it has to sit. Some people do it 7 days, some people do it 2 weeks, but technically if you're making authentic limoncello, it's 30 days or more. So I do 30 days, and I take I use all of this, like the lemon zest. I candy my lemon. So nothing basically goes to waste. Like, I'll squeeze all this stuff out of this lemon, and then I'll do the finishing touches. This is just lemon and vodka. So then after that, I'll do the finishing touches on the limoncello. But everything basically I can use, like the zest. I took the zest and I candied the zest. So when you order like a big lemon butt cake, it comes with lemon zest on the top. So basically everything is being used. So basically you're getting, ain't nobody squeezing this. You're not getting no pasteurized going.
Because I see the lemons on top.
Yes. So that is what comes from the lemons. So nothing goes to waste. So you're getting authentic lemon taste. You're not getting lemon out of a bottle. Okay? You're getting lemon that is, you know, fresh lemons. As you can see, all fresh lemons is in there, and 100% vodka. So you're not getting anything cheap.
You said something when I interviewed with you before that I had to think about and be like, damn, you right. But let me say, this lemon cello, I don't really need icing with it, because the taste of it is smooth. The texture,
and it's very soft. It's very moist. Yes. And there's actually fresh made lemon curd in there as well. That gives it that creamy texture in the cake, and that burst of a lemon flavor will just be smooth. And nothing is overwhelming. It's not an overwhelmed lemon taste. It's just balanced.
You told me when we interviewed that baking is a science. A recipe is like a formulary. And when you said that, I was like, damn, like I had to think about it, and I never told you, but I was like, it is. So how do you perfect these recipes, like to say with the limoncello, this is what I want to do? Because I've never seen anybody say, well, we let the lemons sit for like a month and we put them in vodka. Like, how did you know to do that?
Thank you, Angela. Angela said, I don't use the lemon. I don't use the icing. My family does enjoy it with vanilla ice cream. Yeah, I always send, with each cake, I always send 8 ounces of icing. And those, you only got the mini, so I sent you like the little 2-ounce mini containers for each for each cake. Because like if somebody were to order the individual bundt cakes, your guest or you wouldn't have to go open a big container of icing. You just have something small enough that you can drizzle it on top of your cake if you want to. But for me, I call myself a mixologist. And not with a mixologist as far as liquor is concerned, but when it comes to flavors, you want your flavors to be balanced. You don't want any flavor to be too overwhelming, because then on the back of your tongue, it's a science. It's really a science down even to like biology-wise, right? So when you're eating something, from the get-go, it's going to hit the tip of your tongue. Your tip of your tongue is going to give you that more dominant flavor. You'll be like, oh, this is lemon. Okay. And then it's going to roll back on the back of your tongue, and then you might taste the limoncello, but it's not overwhelming with the lemon. So it's just one smooth taste, like the chocolate. The chocolate has different stouts, so that's why it's called chocolate stout, because with stouts, which is like a dark beer, it wakes up the notes in the chocolate. So all of this, again, is science. So you want to know what to add to something before really making it, like putting it on your menu. You just don't want to just put any flavor on your menu and those flavors don't come together.
Yeah. Because what I like about this limoncello too is that sometimes when people do lemon cake, it's too tart, and it's not tart and it's not overly sweet. It's the perfect combination.
Yeah, now, I taste, like I'm big on taste. Like before I bring something out, I'm big on taste. I'll taste it myself and try to fix it to make it where I want it. Because it can just be a regular lemon cake. Anybody can sell a lemon cake.
Yeah.
Right? And most people, like you said, don't get it right. It's always too much or not enough. Now, you want to be like Goldilocks. You want it to be just right.
Now, I'm about to taste the peach cobbler. I've never had peach cobbler cake before. So, I'm a virgin with this, and I haven't been able to say that in a long time. But I'm a virgin with this peach cobbler.
Yes, so, Angela, it is smooth. And Angela is one of my biggest limoncello customers, and she has introduced limoncello to her family, and even them like it. Okay, I've seen pictures of some things happening with her family and that limoncello.
Now, this peach cobbler, now your cakes are not heavy. This is light. The peach is not overpowering because I thought it was going to be like cobbler down, but I still taste other flavors too. And it's like a warmth to the taste of it. It's like a smooth wine.
So you don't want, when people say pound cake, a lot of people's pound cake are
dry,
and it's very dense, right? So it shouldn't be a dense cake if you know what you're doing, right? If you know what you're doing, if you're not just somebody who picked up bacon and, you know, just go online and pick a recipe and make it and decide that that's your recipe and you're going to sell it. You need to be somebody that knows the basic of whether your cake is being overmixed or whether it's undermixed. Like, again, everything has to be fine. So I know what to do when it comes to, if I want my cake to be light and fluffy, where all of my cakes are light and fluffy. Unless it is like my West Indian cakes. Those are more dense cakes. But as far as all of the pound cakes, they're all light and fluffy.
I should people, even though I just did this tasting, and I
ate almost all the cakes.
I tasted them, but I'm not gonna lie to people, and I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, she's gonna be my sponsor, and I'm just gonna go with something I don't believe in. They were all moist. They all had a different taste. I didn't even use the icing yet. And, you know, I don't want everybody to just see me being a greedy pig, but I'm still going to eat my cake when we get out. But why should people order from you? Because a lot of people don't know, like, it's restaurants here in Dallas where I'm at, right? They will say they bake cakes. They will buy these cakes from the grocery store. It will be somebody making them out the box. So why should people order from you? Because they don't just have to be in a greater Atlanta area. She ships. Y'all go to Beijing 10451.myshopify.com. Why should people order from you,
Paul? People should order from me because I put all of my love into your cakes. Okay? You will get that cake. And that cake will smell like it just came out of the oven, okay? I do everything to order. Unlike some companies, majority of these big companies out here, they order cakes frozen. You go to all of these restaurants, all of their desserts. If there's not a baker or pastry chef on property, all of their desserts come in frozen. All of them. Even their breads come in frozen. You go to Walmart, your breads and your muffins, everything in their bakery section is frozen. You go to Whole Foods. Yes. You go to Whole Foods.
Giving us frozen.
Yeah, all of Walmart stuff is frozen. all of their breads, all of their muffins, all of their cookies comes in frozen.
Palma, wait a minute. Walmart, I'm doing a citizen's arrest.
Even when you go to Whole Foods, I was a supervisor at Whole Foods. Yes, Whole Foods. All of Whole Foods breads on their bread table. You go into Whole Foods, you go to the bakery section, their bread table, all of their breads come in frozen.
Whole Foods too?
Whole Foods.
Wait a minute, baby. Now, I know Whole Foods, y'all the price of a car note, and that's not fresh?
All of their breads come in frozen. You take the bread out the box, you put it, it's already pre-baked. You take it out the box, they bake it for 10 minutes. I was a bakery supervisor at Whole Foods, so I can tell you this without, I can put my hand on the Bible. Okay? They heat it up for 10 minutes and bring that stuff upstairs and put it on that bread table. Nobody downstairs measured flour. They didn't measure yeast. They didn't measure water. They didn't measure eggs. They didn't measure salt. They didn't measure nothing. They just took it out the freezer and put it on the table. Okay? These are the rolls that I'm making. Right? These are dinner rolls. These are sliders. So I need to make 100 of those. So I have to make that dough. I have to let that dough proof. I have to weigh all the ingredients, right? I have to mix it. I have to make sure that it mixes at a certain amount of speed and a certain amount of time, because you don't want to overmix dough, because then you're going to get a tough bread. You can smell the cake.
Because I smelled it, but let me show people this. It was packed correctly, and a lot of people don't pack cake correctly. So it was packed. Even my cookies. What kind of cookies is I'm about to eat?
That is a strawberry pillow cookie. The reason I call it a pillow cookie is because it's so soft.
Okay. And
it's very correctly. Soft. Yes, they all packed individually. Yes.
So this is a strawberry pillow cookie. Now this sounds like the kind of cookie you can have when you got your late night friend over on your side. When I first bit into it, I tasted one flavor. At the end of me chewing it, it went to another flavor.
Yes, yes. And it's nice and soft, isn't it? It's a pillow.
The strawberry, what's in this cookie? Because there's so many flavors, it's like a star taste and an end taste.
Well, it's like to not give away so much.
Don't give it away, but just give me a little.
It is your basic, like a basic sugar cookie, but like I said, I'm a mixologist. I'm not going to tell you all the other little things that I put in there.
Okay, and it's soft. So this is the strawberry pillow. I got some more. So I'm going to save this weekend when I'm laid up doing grown people business.
Okay.
They can order these cookies too, right?
Yeah, all that stuff that I sent you can be ordered. And if there's an issue, like I had a few people told me stuff about the shipping, I have to fix it. So if you go on that website and you're trying to order, the system automatically selects the shipping. And they select the shipping by weight. So I've changed the shipping for a few people, but you have to contact me where I can go into that system and change the shipping. For the most part, you will get a basic shipping, depending on the item that you ordered. It should be no more than $18 to $25, depending on the item. If it is more, like I had to go in there and change a few people's shipping. It was like $40 something, and I'm like, that's a system error. That's not a Palma thing.
Okay.
So if you go in there and you were to try to place an order, and the system is only going to give you that one shipping, which is like 40 something, contact me, and I will change the shipping depending on the item that you have ordered. If it's more than one item, then that shipping might be matching what you ordered. If there's a button in there that you can contact me, it's like you're texting me. It will send me that text, and I can get back to you, and then I can go in there and change the shipping for you to match the item, and then I'll send you an invoice, and all you have to do is pay it, and your order goes ahead. Because I'm not trying to beat people over the head with shipping, okay?
Shopify, because you can be interactive with your customers, and they can message you. You keep them updated, so once they place their order, they're given tracking, they know what's going on, and you get back to them quick.
Yes, as soon as you place an order, it will send me that ding or whatever noise Shopify decides to send letting you know that you got an order. I will receive that right away. I go in there, I see your order. I email you myself, okay? I email you myself, or if you have a number that's attached to your order, I text you myself letting you know that I have received your order. This way you're not wondering, did somebody get my order or not? I let you know instantly. From the minute it shows up on my screen, I come in contact with you either by email or by text if you have it on your order. You can always contact me via Instagram, via Shopify, because I have Shopify signed up for Shopify inbox, which is kind of like you're texting one of your friends. As soon as you hit that send, I get it. So it's instant. It's not you're sending somebody an email and they don't respond back. No, I don't do that. I'm telling you, I'm an over communicator. Because for me, I don't want you as a customer wondering, where's my stuff? Did they get my order? I haven't heard anything from them. It's been a few days. I do not sit on orders, okay? If your order comes in Sunday, you will get it Wednesday, because I'm going to make it Sunday night. I'm going to ship it out Monday morning, and you will get it Wednesday.
Yep.
If it comes in on Tuesday, or if it comes in on Monday, I will ship it out on Wednesday, and you will get it on Friday. The reason, again, why I do things like this is because anytime after Wednesday, your item, like say I ship your item on Friday. If I ship your item on Friday, you're not getting it until next week, Wednesday. Right? Time it gets to you, I don't know. I'll be out here playing guessing games.
Right.
Because if I ship it on Friday, it's going to sit in UPS Saturday and Sunday. It's not going to move till Monday. So that's why I ship on Monday, because then you'll get it Wednesday. This way your item stays as fresh as possible. You're not getting it 3-4 days later. I'm not live within or around my area. Up to 30 miles, I will drive for a delivery fee, and I drop off your order.
In Atlanta. She's in Atlanta. What is your vision for Miracles and Blessings cakes? Like, you have the cakes, you have the cookies, you're interactive with your customers, but what's your ultimate vision?
My ultimate vision is to bring people back to that way of baking. Everything was fresh. Like, you can go into your neighborhood store and you're coming down the street and you can smell the bread.
Yeah.
Right? That's what really is missing. You took that love out of everything, and now you're giving people mediocre stuff, but they're still paying for the same thing. I want to have eventually a bakery that I'm opening at 5 o'clock in the morning, because that's baker's hours, right? Mm-hmm. And you're coming in there at 6, 7 o'clock, and you're getting, that your stuff is fresh. And if you order something and it has to go out of state, that you're getting something that was made fresh. Today. And I still have like 40 more of these to do. All of these are weighed. All of this is made from scratch. The flour is weighed, the yeast is weighed, the sugar or the honey, whatever I'm using for this particular roll, is weighed. I individually, there are 2. They're all the same. These are all the same. Why? It's because I cut the dough and I weigh the dough. They are each individually weighed. This is all rolls that I made today, and I'm not done yet. Right? Mm-hmm. These are all rolls that I made.
So before we wrap up, tell them again. Now they can follow you right here on Instagram, Miracles and Blessings Cakes. But where can they order from again?
They can order from Bajan, B as in boy, A, J, A, N as in Nancy, 10451 dot myshopify.com. And again, if you go in there and you order one item and that particular item says it is $40 for shipping, please contact me that I can go in there and change the shipping. I'm trying to get Shopify to take that off. I don't know why it's still up there, but I had to change it for a few customers. Do not let that deter you from shipping. I can go in there myself and change it to a suitable rate for that particular item. It's not going to be 40. Okay, I've been trying to get them to fix it, but certain items, that one price, I don't know, is sticking there. But contact me. I can go in there and do a pre-order and send you one with a reasonable shipping for that particular item and bring that price down a lot. And then you can go ahead and pay and order.
So y'all follow Palma, the CEO and owner of Miracles and Blessing Cakes. When I drop my new videos, y'all will see the ads that Palma does running in my videos. It'll be listed in the description, all of her information. Palma, thanks for my cakes, because as soon as we get off here, baby, I'm finna eat this peach cobbler cake. I never had a peach cobbler cake. I'm not a peach cobbler cake virgin anymore. Cello
is gone.
The chocolate style. If you are a chocolate lover like I am, you will love this cake, because now she did send icing, like I said, and she included ice packs with it for it to stay at the right temperature. But if you want a cake where you don't necessarily need the icing, but you like icing, this is who you come to for your cakes. They were light. Everybody can't make a damn chocolate cake, because some people chocolate cakes as hard as bricks.
Yes.
All of my cakes were light, fluffy, airy. I tasted, even in my peach cobbler cake, I tasted the peach. It was not overwhelming. In the limoncello, the lemon wasn't tart. It was smooth. She puts it with vodka. You had me at vodka. But the taste, there it is. The vodka, and she uses the zest. It was still fresh. It was still airy.
All fresh. All fresh lemon.
Fresh lemon. In my strawberry pillow cookies that she sent me, they were packed and sealed I'm saving this. Now, I got a couple of cookies, baby. Now, I'm going to eat 2 tonight. Don't get it twisted. But I'm saving this cookie for the weekend when I'm laid up doing grown folks activity, baby, before it's snack.
Listen, also, I do retail for anybody who wants to order, like, the big cakes for your restaurants and stuff, specifically for Georgia, or other places. I do retail. You'll have to contact me. This way I can give you a retail price instead of the price that you see up there. We can work on prices for retail. So I'm in 2 restaurants here in Atlanta already. I'm trying to get all of them to not order frozen desserts.
Yes.
Right? So, and then I deliver every week. So I want people to order retail desserts from me as well. It comes pre-sliced. I will slice it for you this way. They're all even, or we can do the mini buns plated for your customers however you want. But I also offer retail prices as well.
Yes. So y'all go over there, follow Palma, Miracles and Blessing Cakes. Y'all gonna see her ads running in my video. She's one of my new sponsors, and y'all will see her turn up in future videos. She is the real cake of Atlanta in the cake queen, baby, worldwide. So y'all better know it. This is the beginning. Palma, thank you for my cake.
You're
love
more than
you.
welcome.
I'm excited because Palma is part of the Takeover Squad. I'm partnering with different Black business owners, Black bloggers, everybody. We got like a hit team coming to highlight everybody that's in business. So be on the lookout for other people coming up, but you heard it here first. Palma, the CEO, the owner, where God is in the cake making business. She bakes her cakes with love and she puts God first. Palma, thank you so much for joining me, and I'm gonna talk to you offline.
Okay, baby. Have a good night.
Go follow and order from the Queen of Cakes, baby. Palma, Sarah Lee, Martha Stewart, look out. Here comes Palma. Thank you, Palma.
They ain't got nothing on me. They ain't got nothing on me.
Thank you.